What's going on, YouTube? Lawyer back at you with another video. 713, the Space City win here. So this is a Texas Longhorns type video who has dropped 6 spots in the rankings, courtesy of their loss to Ohio State, who is now the number one ranked team in the nation. So it is what it is. It's time to move on. And I did manage to watch the game just to see how it went down. And what I learned is, Arch Manning got to be more confident in his throws and decision making, while Sarkeesian, the next time he plays against a worthy opponent, which will be in the SEC, he has to be more aggressive in his play calls because the conservative play calling will not only hold the offense back, but the team back as well from reaching their full potential. You know, when it comes to battling for a national championship in which they haven't won in 20 years, since Vince Young was the quarterback of that team, along with Mac Brown being the head coach at that time. But let's get on to it though. Texas is going to be playing against San Jose State. And yeah, I believe in not taking no team lightly, though, this seems like a get right game for the Longhorns. You know, just get on the right consistent right track, because after these 3 weeks that go by, the SEC play begins, and which don't want to look too far in the future and all, but you know the Horns do have SEC play coming up, which will be against the Gators in 3 weeks, truth be told. But getting back on the right track starts with San Jose State. Offense gotta score more points for sure. Especially through all 4 quarters to be exact. The running game was pretty nice, was pretty decent at best, but has to be a lot better. And I also learned, the Texas Longhorns have a new offensive line group, which consists of one returning old lineman. They're gonna have to jail. Wingo's gonna have to do his thing. You know, and I'm certain that they got also new players on defense as well. But though I'm still confident in the Longhorn defense, good to see CJ Baxter back. Would like to see him have a good game. And like I just mentioned, the the new online group's gonna have to gel together as well. And of course, avoid boneheaded penalties for sure, including pre-snap. But as far as the defense, yeah, they did their part, but they're gonna have to force some turnovers for sure. Force turnovers, to give offenses chances to put points on the board. But can't take San Jose lightly. You know, got to take them real serious. Take every opponent serious, regardless how good or bad they're doing. Because sometimes taking them lightly can haunt any team in college football. So if the Longhorns can get the little things right, then there should be no excuses on why they don't get the big things correct for sure on both sides of the ball. But Sarkeesian, got to be more aggressive with his play calls. I mean, I'm not saying he's a trash coach, but conservative play calling is what did him in. Against Georgia last season, and of course Ohio State. Last January in that semifinal matchup. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But hey, let's see what this Saturday brings. Let's go Texas Longhorns. Let's bounce back and let's get in the win column. Let's get it.